Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're live 101. Sorry, we've had a little bit of setup problems, and I'm trying to even now get the game sorted. I did have the pass, but Tony just told me that the pass actually doesn't work for this game, which is actually mental considering that I had to fight so much to actually get the stream going. So, guys, this game is a separate paid-for purchase from Arsenal.com. It is not in the package of the £27 that you previously paid, which, quite frankly, is not good. It's not good. Let me introduce the panel members for today's game, and we'll go into the team sheet. Tony, how are you getting on, bro?
I'm still trying to get mine up and running. Give me a sec. But yeah, I'm good otherwise. Been enjoying the Olympics. It's been an amazing tournament so far. I've absolutely loved it.
And Neomis, how are you getting on, man? How are you getting on?
I'm good. I'm good with everything. I'm so looking forward back to getting the football season kind of started. But I've been enjoying the Olympics as well. And now the best part of the Olympics is starting, which is the track and field. So yeah. I know there's going to be lots of great moments.
How
so
you mean?
Can't wait.
How you mean? What, you athleticist or something? What, you got?
Yeah, I am.
You got something against the swimming and the boxing?
I
mean, do you know what? The boxing's been mad. We were just talking about yesterday when Japan was fighting and they were clearly losing over a decision, and the judges gave it to Japan. And I said, look, don't complain. It's home field.
Yeah. That's happened in so many occasions. You know, Anthony Joshua was the recipient of 2 of those decisions.
Exactly.
So we can't complain. But we're doing really well. We got 2 finalists in Patrick McCulloch and Ben Whittaker. So they're guaranteed gold or silver. And at least 2 other semi-finalists who are guaranteed a bronze. So, 4 medals guaranteed so far, with 3 or 4 still to get to that stage of the competition. So go on, Team GB.
Excellent. I'm turning up my volume now. So let me say hello to the guys in the chat. Mo is saying, can you watch it here? No, you can't. That is illegal, Mo. So if I did that, then my channel will get shut down. So we're here to provide you with the live match commentary and all the views and reviews from the game. You can pay for the game on Arsenal.com, or you can go to one of them Brazilian butt pages, which we've been talking about for ages, and try and get it from there. D, what's going on, D? Big shout out. He says, Peace 101. I know it's just a friendly, but El Nene starting even in the squad is enough to ruin your Sunday. No, what's enough to ruin your Sunday is Xhaka being re-signed and starting for the regular season. Facebook user says, anyone got a link for the game? Yeah, all I can say to you guys is his goal, and then I'll leave it at that. You should figure out the rest. D saying, like I said, 11th year, you pretty much stuck to that. On our next stream, we're going to be predicting the first 10 games. So I'll have the gang and everybody in there, and that's always fun to do. Me and Bertram got that right last season with 16 points out of a possible 30. We didn't like to be right, but that's just what we thought was going on. Cool K says, what's good, Cool K? Stan Cronk, Bertram is saying, bless up 101. Where are you, Bertram? Thought you'd be here. Good Sunday to you, Bertram, and the family. Hope everything's going well. Go for the team sheet. Leno in goal. Chambers, Holden, Murray, and Tierney as a back 4. El Nene and Partey as your 2 holding midfielders. Then we go Smith-Rowe, Pepe, Aubameyang, and then Lacazette as a lone striker up 3. Tony, you first. What's your thoughts on the team sheet?
It's not terrible. I mean, the only name that sticks out for me is El Nene, but the others are pretty much what I expect to see. Interesting that Lacazette and Aubameyang are starting. It's actually that original triumvirate of the most expensive front 3 in the Premier League up top. So that will be interesting with Smith-Rowe somewhere lurking in behind that. So it looks like an interesting setup. What is that formation going to look like?
Yeah, and I think when Ben White comes in, that's going to really answer a lot of questions for everybody, because is he going to play on the right? Is he going to play as centre back? Is he going to play defensive midfielder next to Partey? We really don't know. But I think the consensus is he will slot in at centre back. But I am here to be humbled and corrected anytime. Neomis, what's your thoughts on the team sheet?
I think this is probably going to be closest to what Arteta's wanting the starting 11 to be when the season starts. I don't have a problem with El Nene because I think him and Partey in that midfield have been solid, even last season in the Premier League and in pre-season. I don't like Aubameyang on the left, but like, what is it that you can do? I mean,
you can put Nketiah on the left if you look at the last game.
Well, we all know that
me and you would.
We all know that Saka walks into this team, right?
Yeah. So Saka would get in on the left. But yeah, I mean,
all the right.
It is what it is. It is what it is. So let's see how the team does. I'm not worried about the result. It's the performance for me. That's the most important thing. I would definitely want to see where everyone else is now that we're only a couple of weeks away.
I hear you, man. I hear you. So the game has kicked off, so we'll bring you live commentary as it goes on. A couple people in the chat. Big shout out to all of you. And thank you very much, guys, for following the channel. I can't believe, I think we've gone up 700 subscribers in the last couple of weeks now. So thank you very much. Yeah, it's just blown up at the moment. So thank you very much, guys. And welcome to all the new subscribers to Arsenal 101. Please check out the Facebook page where we have 4,000 followers in the description below. And D is saying, Xhaka staying. No, he ain't staying. Look, a lot of people are making up noise about Xhaka. The talks have broken down. What's happened is he's just come back from his long-term holiday. Just like Bernd Leno, a few of the guys were late back, obviously, because they had extended holidays. So that's all that's happened. It's not like we've asked him to come back and play for the team again or any of that foolishness. People just really the pro-Xhaka mob are just really throwing that narrative around social media to try and wind up the other part of the fan base that don't want him here. That's all that's happening. So El Nene starting. Yeah, listen, I hope he really looks smooth and he looks okay so we can fill in until we get a replacement for Thomas Partey. And I do want to see what's going on with Lokonga as well. Lewis just messaged me saying he's jumping in now. What is happening on the bench is Runenson, please no. Okonkwo, Bellerin, Cedric, Klasnach, please no. Maitland-Niles, White, Tavares, Lokonga, Xhaka, please no. Nelson, Willock, Nketiah, and Willian, please no. That's what's going on the Arsenal bench. Let's get rid of that now so we can focus on the game. So what's been happening in the game, guys? Sloppy start, really, from Arsenal. Rob Holding gives the ball straight to Chelsea. Timo Werner looks to capitalise on it, but Holding does well to recover. In the end, it's a decent recovery from Rob Holding. I'm looking for a big season from him. He had the most clean sheets as a centre-back for Arsenal last season, and he's won trophies, FA Cups, he's won medals with Arsenal, and he's a statesman of the club now. He's one of the last best buys that Arsene Wenger brought into the club for just $2 million, and I've always rated him better than John Stones. And look where John Stones is at the moment. Started to improve as the season went on, won the title with Man City, got to the final of the Europa Cup with the England national team. And I'm looking for a big season from Rob Holding. Just want to welcome Lewis White. Lewis, what's going on, bro? What's your thoughts of the team sheet so far?
It's just very, very, very strong lineup. Couple of players, you wouldn't normally kind of see, but I suppose it is pre-season and we got to get everybody fit as quick as we can because we start in less than 2 weeks' time.
So Bertram has come in and said Holding not good enough. There is a lot of players who are not good enough, and when we say not good enough, we're talking about for us to achieve top 4. So he has been good enough for. Oh, look, Aubameyang's been set through to the middle. The ball gets slot through to the middle. Goalkeeper gets there just before Smith Rowe does. It's a good break there from Aubameyang, making those runs. I talked previously about how slow Ceballos and Xhaka was playing through balls in, taking too many touches of the ball in the midfield, playing it sideways and backwards, when what we actually need is ball movement at speed, quick thoughts, quick passing. Aubameyang broke through to 2 players on the left-hand side, got the ball in. To be honest, it was a poor ball into the middle, and it should have been cut back just a little bit more, and Smith Rowe would have had a clean shot on goal. But a good start from Arsenal. Guys, thoughts?
I think Aubameyang could have done better. Have a shot. You know, it's pre-season. You don't shoot, you don't score. And especially at that angle, if the keeper's going to parry it across, Smith Rowe has an easy tap in there.
He needs to start shooting, because no goals so far in pre-season. You know, the last thing you want is the guy whose only part of his game is worthy of mentioning is goal scoring. It's imperative that he starts goal scoring, because if he doesn't start goal scoring, he's not going to bring anything else to the show. So he better start getting some goals.
Neomis, who was the person that played that through ball through? It was Thomas Partey.
Listen, no one should be worried about Thomas Partey like this season. I mean, it's quite obvious that, you know, he just needed a preseason to get up.
Great play by Aubameyang. Ooh,
it's a very good cross.
Neomis,
very good back heel from
Neomis, as soon as you said that, Thomas Partey again played the ball through to Aubameyang. Aubameyang back flips it onto the overlap. Ball comes through into the middle, and he just misses it. I think it's Lacazette just misses it. He points to the ball on the spot in the 6-yard line, and he's inches away from getting the ball into the back of the net. Great start from Arsenal.
That's good football. Yeah, good football. Nice overlap from Tierney.
Come on. Oh,
big shout out to Lee. Lee, I hope you're enjoying the game, Lee. Big shout out to you, my friend. After the game, guys, 101, we are going up to Holloway Road to meet up together to get some grub at the Bird at 6:30. So I'm meeting up with the team and the panel there. And we got a lot to talk about because it's a big season here. But yeah, so far I'm really impressed with Arsenal's start, man. There's 2 occasions where the ball's flown in through the 6-yard box. Aubameyang looking very healthy on the left-hand side.
Yeah. Sorry, go on. I was just agreeing.
And here we go again. Thomas Partey winning the ball. That's a free kick from Lacazette. Come on, referee.
I think I'm about 15 seconds behind you.
Fabian, big shout out to you. Big shout out for down to the West Indies. Big shout out to you, my friend. Hope everything is going well. Thanks for supporting the channel throughout. Much appreciated. Arsenal really battling in this game. They've caught Chelsea unawares. Everyone stepping up to the plate. Thomas Partey, the balls from him coming through have been sheer quality. And you can see everything's going through Thomas Partey at the moment.
We look hungry, man. We look hungry. These type of games in pre-season is probably, you know, ideally you don't want them too much, but for us to go into a season with 2 big derby games, and if we can win them, that will set us up real nicely if we get 2 big wins here.
Neomis, I just want. Oh, Neomis is gone. Tony, I just want to say one thing that's very important and indicative of this first 8 minutes from the team. This is the first time that they've actually played in front of their home fans for quite a while, to be honest with you. I know there was 8,000 fans at the back of the stadium, but that policy is now out the window. We're literally as close to capacity as we can be with this game, with all things being said.
Yeah, no, I mean that's gonna put the pressure on Arteta, because now the fans will be, able to voice their opinion on his decisions. I'm sure that's a great pickup from Pepe when he picked up the ball from the defender on the byline. But yeah, I think the fans will make a difference. You know, we expect our fans to be the 12th man. But obviously it can go the other way when things don't go quite to what we plan to see.
Pepe playing well, winning the ball back on that right-hand corner. There is energy all over the field. Kuke says Apollo's right. That's why they have turned up, obviously, because the fans are in the stadium. They look better than I've seen them in a long, long time. just the sheer hunger and intensity. Can't remember seeing them look this hungry before. And Aubameyang is going full throttle, guys. He's going full throttle.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to be thinking to himself, you know, we scored, what, 6, 7 goals so far in pre-season, and I haven't scored one of them. Oh, great intercept from Lacazette.
We've got James. James is saying, loving the look of the start. Party as good as I've seen him. Aubameyang, Smith Rowe link up looking strong. Big shout out to you, James. I hope you're going to be up and around the stadium today. You're probably at the game knowing you. Jay Lewis is saying, has anybody got a link for the game? Yeah, unfortunately, we can't provide links on YouTube, but what I can do, let me try and help out Jay. Let me try and help out Jay here. A couple of the guys are having a bit of problems. Lewis has just come back.
My bad. I keep doing that back thing, and it takes me all the way out.
I told Neomis to get rid of that Tesco's 2-for-1 freebie Wi-Fi and get himself a proper thing for this season. So he looks like he's having more problems. D is saying 10 minutes and no shot. There's been some nice crosses coming through on the overlap and service into the box. Lacazette just hasn't got there. D, he was inches short of getting a touch on the ball and putting us one up. Aubameyang had 2 chances to take a shot. He's been wasteful. I think he's been more of a provider, but Lewis did touch on the fact that Lacazette probably should have had a go on shot. You can't win either way, can you? If he's had a shot, Aubameyang, he can't win either way. If he has a shot and it doesn't go where, we moan to say that he should have played it in the middle. If he played it in the middle, it didn't go where, we should have said he had a shot. I guess it's up to the captain to show that he's got the experience to make the right decisions.
Yeah. I mean, I see Aubameyang taking shots because, as I said, you know,
How is that a free kick, ref? Come on, sorry. How's that a free kick? You're not giving the one on the edge of the box on Lacazette. You can't give that one on Pepe. Consistency, please. So I didn't mean to cut you off there, Tony.
That's all right, bro. That's all right. You guys are a little bit ahead of me. So
yeah, I'm going to try and get hold of Lewis. I'm going to try and get hold of Jay Lewis. Right, let me just send that to Jay. Right, Jay, I've just sent you a link inbox on Facebook. I don't normally do that, but you know, you're one of the 101 boys, so you're one of the posse. So I thought you'd actually be at the game today, Jay. Remember, guys, policy from the 1st of October is for fully vaccinated. At the moment, you can still get into the stadium with a 48-hour negative COVID test. So there's no issue in terms of going to the games at this moment right now. Yeah.
Oh, looks like the game's gonna go through that 4 weather syndrome that we saw on, when was it, Tuesday or Wednesday? Because outside my house right now, started off the match in sunshine and now it's tipping down with rain.
Hey, bro, yesterday was hurricane season came up in Boreham Wood where I live. It was just mad.
Bro, yesterday, right, I did 2 hours. I did 2 hours of training in Battersea Park. Yeah, we were on the track at the Millennium Stadium. The first hour was in bright sunshine. We were running. We were doing laps. We were doing sprints, and then the second hour we went outside to use the equipment. You know, the street gym kind of equipment for and dips and stuff. Got soaked. I mean, talk about a change of weather in 1 hour. Literally, the first hour we was dripping in sweat. We had tops off, short sleeves and everything. The next hour, completely different. This is just madness.
Mad. Guys, in the chat, let me know what your thoughts on the game so far. This intensity is crazy, man. And listen, for me at the moment, Thomas Partey is probably the best player on the pitch. Chelsea coming on the attack, though. El Nene, again, this is the reason why I've been telling everybody El Nene is a good defensive player. And I think the reason why people moan at him is because of what he does offensively. And we started to see a little bit of that. 3 goals last season. when you consider that that was the same amount that Ceballos and Xhaka got together combined. And then he continues to make himself an option on the defensive end. You can see here Chelsea playing the ball. He's actually offside here. That's actually offside on the Chelsea attack there. But Elneny comes through.
That's what we're talking about. Sorry, what you saying, Kels? I got the Grand Prix on as well. I got the Grand Prix on as well.
Yeah, I was gonna do that, but when I saw Hamilton was in.
Nah, you should have kept watching it. It's been a really quality.
I'm gonna actually watch it later on and try and focus on the game today. Big up the sentiment. Big up. Sentiment says big up Lewis. Long time no see, dude. Salute. So it looks like someone who knows Lewis. And the sentiment saying large up Apollo and Tony. Tony, is that a Jamaican Tony? He says.
Nah, bro, this is a limited edition.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
This is a limited. Hey, listen.
Kobe, though. It's Kobe, though. It's Kobe, so Kobe. I'll give you props. I'll give you props to Kobe.
Hey, bro, this top, right, is 175 bags in the shop.
You know what? It's not about Kobe. It's about Westbrook. Yeah?
Nah, man, it's all about Giannis, man. It's Giannis. It's all about Giannis. It's all about
the Greek freak, bro.
That man just pull off a trade. That man just pull off a trade. Westbrook is now a Lakers player. They couldn't land Doncic, so they ended up with Westbrook. So now they got a three-headed monster, just like Brooklyn Nets. So it'd be interesting to see where they go. The man right now for the Lakers to talk about is how Westbrook is going to integrate himself with AD and LeBron. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Westbrook's a man that can give you triple doubles, you know.
Yeah, he will do that. He will do that. But, you know, it's one of them sort of things. You got to look at the ball handlers in the team. You know, you got Schroeder, you got LeBron, and then you got Westbrook. All of them men want to touch the ball.
Yes, guys, Neon said he singles bad. He's going to try and jump back in a minute.
We are winning this ball back. Nice.
Yeah. So the stream I sent you lot is holding up pretty well, actually.
Yeah, it's good for me.
Come on. Someone help Pepe out, man. Get some support. There we go. Work it back home. Come on, man. Come on. Better quality than that. Because now, look. That's it. Don't dive in. Well done. Well done, Mari. Good defending.
Yeah. Look, put two men on Pepe, you know. They put two men on Pepe.
Get out to him then.
Yeah, he's still supposed to do a little bit better, though.
Oh, El Nene, great touch and a great pass as well. Look at that. Oh.
That's well defended there by Pablo Mari. Yeah, that's well defended. You an Arsenal presser. And G is saying, James Hanbury, everyone told me Partey can't be creative, but that's all he's doing.
That's all he's ever done when he's been with us, though.
For real.
Yeah, and when he's been fit. And when he's been fit.
Yeah, 100. We just need to find his partner. That's it.
Yeah.
20 people watching live and 9 people on Facebook. Hit that like button, everybody, if you enjoy what you see. Wow. Chelsea is starting to come back into the game now, but that's only really what we wanted.
I don't know. I'm in Surrey, so obviously we might have a delay, but boy.
You're in them posh ends, yes?
Falling down outside, man.
Yeah, heavens have opened up, man. It's a beer madness out there at the moment. What is going on with this? We're supposed to be in like 25-degree heat.
Yeah.
So
we're at that part of the summer where you get. So go on, Tony. My bad.
2 weeks, we're gonna get a heat wave. They said.
That'll be all right because even though we got no carnival, but at least we'll be able to do something.
People will do carnival still. People will do their own carnival, and they'll do it right outside the PM's front door as well. You know how people moving these days. Is it me or do Chelsea don't look as fit as us at the minute in terms of intensity?
We've had more games than Chelsea at the moment. We've had more preseason games than Chelsea at the moment.
That's another thing that. Sorry, Apollo. My timing is so bad. this is what really grinds my gears about a lot of Arsenal fans, because you know the first game of pre-season we lost to Hibs and everybody was in doom and gloom, and you know you got to look at it. Hibs have started their season already, along with the rest of the Scottish Premiership. You know, so their progression in pre-season was way ahead of us.
Oh, we lost him.
We've lost Lewis as well. Lewis struggling with his. He's probably pressed that button again. John is saying, "What's the score?" The score is 0-0 still. I'll actually keep that up here and let you keep you involved in everything that's going on. But I can tell you, Arsenal had a great start. First 10 minutes, they've looked so good, so fluid, so hungry, great intensity. Chelsea have started to come back into the game after the 10-minute mark. Arsenal looking a little bit ragged, starting to gift a little bit of position away. But the game's a little bit more settled now. Tierney is looking good. Partey's looking fantastic. Aubameyang has come to play. And it's looking like an enjoyable matchup at the moment.
Ooh, Tierney just offside. That cross was pinged right onto the feet of Lacazette as well. If he'd have just stayed on side, that would have been a great assist.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Right, right. Excellent. This is fantastic play from Arsenal at the moment. Very, very impressed with the start that they've got. Arteta should be happy with the last two performances, guys. Was Arsenal winning 4-1 at Millwall and at Watford. Watford back in the Premiership, as we know. Arsenal scored 8 goals in their last 2 preseason games. Still sloppy with the goals that they've let in. That's something that you can tidy up. So I wouldn't be too concerned about that. I do want to bring over a message, guys. We can't forget that this is about the Mind Tournament. Mind Tournament is specifically working through mental health issues, which through the COVID and lockdown, there's been a lot of that on. We've been campaigning to help support young people and people all over who have been suffering from it. The Premiership has stepped in, and especially with the London clubs, Arsenal, Chelsea and Spurs, to help provide more awareness and support for the Mind Mental Health charity. So if you can, go to the website, big up Mind, and see if you can support that. Remember, my wife did a 100-mile walk in May to support the charity, which you guys helped out a lot on. So I want to say thank you for that. A lot of you came onto Facebook and supported my wife and put some donations in. So I want a big shout out to all of you lot. I believe this might be James. Yep, James is saying, agreed, Greg. Superb vision for several passes so far for Thomas Partey. D saying 21 minutes at home, no shot. Don't worry about the shot at the moment. They will come. At the moment, we're playing Chelsea, a quality side, and we're looking good, D. We're looking good. Victor saying, what channel is it showing? It's on Arsenal's website. And yes, it's a charge for a game. But if you go to them Brazilian places and them sites around there, you'll be able to pick it up free. You might get some booty in your face on the side of the stream, but you're gonna have to deal with it. Tony, what's your thoughts on the game so far?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a cagey game. I mean, yeah, it is devoid of real straight shots on target, but Arsenal competitive so far. They look to be in the ascendancy. Yeah, I'm not too displeased with what I've seen so far. Bearing in mind that we are in pre-season still, with big players.
Well done, Holding. You wasn't to know that was offside. Well done. Pick up.
I want to see Chelsea trouble us because we haven't played apart from Rangers, look, Rangers are a good team, and we didn't do too badly against them. It ended up in a draw. But we're talking about we need to measure ourselves against teams in the upper echelon. And so I've been waiting for this game. I'm not worried about Spurs. Spurs is a degger team at the moment. So coming up against Chelsea, the Champions League winners, by the way, I really want to see what we do in this game. We've got them in another 4 weeks. Remember, guys, they're one of the first games we have to play. It's just very strange we're playing them today.
I think this is like one of those test events, isn't it, as well, and try and keep everyone in their bubble and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And it's just nice for the fans to see a good quality match in pre-season,
Yeah,
and
I mean, as I said, Chelsea are a quality team. So, I wouldn't expect us to beat them the way things are at the moment. But the test coming through would be good. It would definitely be good for us.
I mean, they haven't beaten us in a while, saying that.
Yeah, true.
So have faith, have faith.
I'm worried about Havertz. Havertz is the guy I'm really worried about. It makes another good run down the left. Real quality player, Havertz, man. Just so much quality. Another good play by the left, but Mari spots the danger and cuts him out quickly. But Havertz now heating up. 26.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, we seem to be leaving him unmarked when we're going forward.
Havertz has grown into the game, man.
He's just scored.
Yeah, Havertz I've just seen it come up. Havertz, guys, has put Chelsea ahead. Isn't that funny? I'm just talking about the brother. What can I say? Chelsea catch Arsenal out on the counter-attack. They work the ball to Timo Werner, who's once again one-on-one with Mari. So that's 3 times. Mari's been put in a one-on-one situation. I'm not sure why Arteta is probably putting his slowest centre-back in one-on-one situations when you're playing so high up the line. On this occasion, Havertz is up there and picks him out, and he gets past Mari with just Leno to beat, and Havertz picks out the top corner and the top right corner, and then it's in the back of the net.
It was a 2-on-1. It was a 2-on-1, which managed to get a couple of players to try and get back. But Havertz and Werner were literally left and right of Mari on his own. When the ball comes out to Werner, it's poor play because you've overcommitted when you didn't need to. Why is Elneny and
Holding
all the way up that part of the field?
And we all got attracted to the ball. I was watching it. We all got attracted to the ball. Thomas Partey was there trying to win it back. There was 3 Arsenal players trying to win the ball back before Chelsea won it and just played one simple ball over the top. That's something that I want to see cut out this year. Is that one ball outdoing the whole entire defense.
Crazy. That's how many times do we see that in the season? It's just not mad. It's just mad.
Yeah. D says Chelsea first shot, first goal. We've seen this too much. Yes, we have. Bertram is locked in on Rob Holding again. Sentiment says where the Ross is Holding. They all got sucked up and played a high line, which is what Arteta's told them to do. It looked like El Nene was back there. So if Holding pushes up, El Nene presses back in support at the back line. But Mari shouldn't be left in that position.
No way. No way.
And it's not the first time we've seen it in the game. That they've had 2 or 3 instances where Pablo Mari is the last man. Why would you put your slowest centre back as your last man? It just doesn't make sense.
Press Mendy there, man. Come on. Got Press Mendy there. He's not good with his feet. Aye. It's way too. Oh my lord.
And you know what? That's what I would expect from a quality team like Chelsea. Again, Champions League winners coming in here and giving us a rough game, and that's kind of what I want. I don't want all bells and whistles in preseason. We need to spot out what deficiencies there is so that Arteta can work on them. We didn't have a lot of time. When you're in Europe, you don't have a lot of time on the training ground because you're constantly traveling in a week. I think this season is going to be an improvement based on the fact that we'll have more time in the room looking at film, studying film, more time on the practice field working on set plays and things like that. So I think it's a benefit to us rather than a hindrance. Dee's saying to make things worse, he's going to give Xhaka a new deal. Nah, please don't say that. If he does that, I'm done. Bertram is saying, no, it's the second time in a game this has happened. Well, I said it's the third time in a game. Holding has to have a midfield to take up a higher position. They've been caught napping and Mari in a 1-on-1 situation 3 times now, Bertram. And it's just a constant theme that you can't let that happen. You can't let your slowest centre-back be the last man standing. It's crazy. It's funny because when I've seen them play this under Wenger, it was Bellerin who was the last man. So but then Bellerin had speed. So, he didn't have his major injury at that time. But we never got ourselves in a position where the last man was somebody who was the slowest player. Yeah, so that's something that we can't. We just can't do that. But like I talked about Havertz before, and we can throw shade and blame as much as we can. But when you got that quality in the team, they're gonna burn you with it. So they're gonna burn you with it, man. This is Chelsea we're dealing with. Havertz, man. Thomas Partey. The balls from Thomas Partey are unreal. He just played a nice ball through to Lacazette there, and Lacazette just a lack of control. Lacazette hasn't played that well today. His first touch letting him down on a few occasions. But Bertram's still talking about Rob Holding. Bertram, remember, there's 11 players on the pitch. It's not just Rob Holding on there. He says Holding is positionally challenged. A lot of our players are positionally challenged, especially when you're leaving Pablo Mari on an island. I think that's more of a tactical thing rather than anything else. Bertrand says we are still not creating chances. We are creating chances. We've had 3 balls that have been put through from plays on the left-hand side, which has been Thomas Partey and Aubameyang. A ball's gone through the middle, and on 2 occasions, Lacazette. Oh, Smith Rowe. Thomas Partey slips the ball in through to Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe tees it up. He has a shot, and it just comes off the bar. That is so close. That is so close. Oh, my God. Actually, it hits the post. Arsenal so close to an equaliser. Smith Rowe just gets a shot away from the edge of the box in the penalty area, and the ball rebounds off the foot of the post. I actually thought it was a penalty. Partey looked to get on the rebound before it was going down on the inside in the penalty area. And it was a challenge from Ziyech, but they were called for a penalty. But the referee just didn't look like he was interested. It's the second time there's been a foul on the edge of the box or inside the box, and the penalties just waved it away. Good play there from Arsenal. Bertram saying we are still not creating chances.
Ooh. We're not creating chances. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know about that because I mentioned,
what game is he watching?
I mentioned that to Bertram that we had been correct. We had 3 good chances in the middle. Kuke saying, "What is Bertram talking?" We had 3 chances, and Lacazette just an inch away from getting his foot on to get the ball in the back of the net. Looking really lively at Aubameyang today, actually. Bertman saying, Stan, you're still alive.
Oh, I'll be back in a sec, Apollo.
No problem, bro. No problem. Man, Smith Rowe is just looking like money in the bank. But, don't discount Chelsea in this game, guys. Don't discount Chelsea in this game. But yeah, on that goal, when you're playing a high line with Holden and Mari, you're asking for trouble, man. Unless we defend very deep, any decent team will exploit that. There's no 2 ways about it. And listen, if that's the way that Arteta wants to play, then Holding and Mari are going to expose you in that regard. So listen, if that's what your plans are tactically, then you should really think about Gabriel and Ben White.
Oh, has he given this
situation.
one? Has he given this one? Was it a break?
Look at Smith Rowe, just that. Oh God, if that would have been a goal, what a chance from Smith Rowe. Bertram saying you guys like to focus on half chances. Well, they're not half chances; they're chances.
Yeah,
you ever get a chance?
Very good chance.
Yeah, you either get a chance or you either get a goal. So, and there's the one that we just saw from Smith Rowe, where really I would bank on him putting the ball into the back of the net there. A sentiment saying we should look, we should look to target the immobility of a soft Chelsea cheeks with quick movement with the ball. Listen, I think we played decent in the first half, especially when we came out and had those 3 chances. Lacazette could have scored. Smith Rowe's just hit the post. I think we've had a decent half against a decent team, and just lacking that defensive high line where they just exploited us. So you got to give Chelsea credit for that. But I think we haven't played, looking at the latter part of the half, as well as we did when we came out. But it's a test that we've needed, guys. This is Chelsea we're talking about. We need this test. Thomas Partey on the floor getting some treatment at the moment. Good time for some of the players to get a drink, actually. Bertram saying we should be thankful that Werner plays for both teams. Yeah, I don't know listen, they spent a lot of money on him, and I'm not really sure. But look, it was his first season last season. Let's see what he comes out. But he ain't no man I'm really scared of, to be honest with you. No. Yeah, when you look at Chelsea, they've gone through him, Morata. They've gone through some real dogs, man, which they've paid a lot of money for.
Well, that's why they want Haaland, isn't it? Because they know that they're missing an out-and-out goal getter.
Yeah, Amar is saying Arsenal need to make use of their chances. I agree, bro. I agree. Sentiment saying soft as cheek, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Right, let me just refresh my stream because my stream looks like it's just. Yeah, that's it. I'm back on board. I'm at 38 minutes and 25 seconds.
Oh, right, you're way ahead of me.
Mine is
2 minutes ahead.
Lewis, let me leave the link again in the private chat.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm watching it on the I'm watching it on the big TV.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm at 37:20 now.
I'm just gonna refresh the thing and go again.
Arsenal still pressing with haste at the moment, including Lacazette and Aubameyang. But Chelsea, as we saw.
There we go. Is it or do Arsenal love being a goal behind before they actually start taking the game by the scruff of the neck? Every single time we play Chelsea, we go a goal down, and that's when we start playing.
You say that, but we started this game in the ascendancy. We were the better team, and we got hit with a sucker punch. So what we needed to do was although we needed to press and keep doing what we were doing, we needed not to make silly mistakes like playing a high line without looking at what's going on behind us and leaving a player out on his own in an island.
Yeah, true.
But I do think we started the game pretty well. We were in
Look
control.
At this disgusting tackling, ref. Get a hold of the damn game.
Yeah, this is madness.
Like Loftus-Cheek fully knows what he's doing there as well because he can't handle Thomas Partey's power and pace.
Yeah, he can.
That's why he keeps getting taken out.
Victor saying we don't have a coach. Sentiment is saying confidential Twitch Arsenal presser. G saying Lewis, this is Chelsea, dude. He's saying which is kind of what I said. It's a quality team we're playing here, and I want Chelsea to play well, so that Arsenal can we can measure ourselves up. We got to play them in a month's time.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. Oh, please don't do this to me. It's not looking good, guys. Thomas partied.
Yeah, coming off for Xhaka.
It's not looking good. Guys, Thomas Partey's injured. Oh, jeez.
I think they've just taken him off as a precaution. He got his foot caught right underneath Loftus' cheek, and yet the ref still hasn't brandished a card. Like, come on, like how many challenges like that does he need to make before someone gets seriously injured?
But the good sign, Lewis, is that he's walking off under his own power.
Yeah.
So I don't know how fit Xhaka is. He's had less than 48 hours training. James is saying, shame to see Partey go off, but a huge cheer for Xhaka coming on. And I don't think all of that was on Apollo. Definitely not on.
That's a ball. Come on. Oh, come on. Better quality, please.
I would rather see Lokonga all day long than Xhaka playing in the midfield, mate. So definitely not on me. But Xhaka's on the field now, and we've continued. Lewis, what happened there? Talk us through that, mate. Another chance from Aubameyang's cross.
Listen, I know I do cuss Xhaka a lot, yeah, and there's a lot of people that will back that. But the ball he's just played to Aubameyang down the channel, outside of his left foot, right in between two of the Chelsea players, into his stride, and then Aubameyang just needed just a little bit more quality with his left foot, and it's a tap in for Pepe.
Yeah,
really good move.
I think Pepe was under a little pressure.
We're on the edge here. We're really on the edge.
Pepe was under a little pressure from Mendy, wasn't he? But oh wow,
this stream keeps stalling for me.
I expect the ball in to be a lot better than that.
Not a good stream for me.
Yeah, just hit refresh. James is saying would like to see Lokonga too. Yeah, I think 21 years old, man. If Vincent Kompany is saying these, listen, it's Vincent Kompany. I'm going to be on him this season, telling me about the guys like Cesc Fabregas. That quality is like Fabregas quality. You can't tell me that.
Oh,
yeah, wow. That's big boy talk. That's big boy talk. That's big boy talk. I'm gonna hold.
The proof is in the eating of the pudding on this one. Like, I've liked what I've seen so far, but he hasn't come up against any quality opponent.
That's why I want to see him on this pitch against Chelsea. What would he look like against Chelsea? Sentiment says, hold on. El Nene, Xhaka. Yeah, I know. I mean, I would take Maitland-Niles in the middle of the park any day of the week. I don't know what's going on with Maitland-Niles. They're really messing around there. D saying, Victor, 11th and 13th. Yeah, I agree. Hey, listen, as long as this midfield has got these guys in there, man, we ain't going nowhere. That is a fact. And James is saying, Zuma just properly.
This stream isn't working for me very well. Keeps pausing.
I think there might be another one. Let me see if I can find another one. I'm not too sure. Hold on a second.
Tierney's down.
Oh no.
Wow, Chelsea hit the post.
Yes, so sorry about that, guys. I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, I've never done that before. What it was, I was trying to get Tony a new stream, and this pop-up kept coming on, and as I was closing down the pop-ups, this page came up, so I accidentally closed it down. I've lost quite a bit, actually. Let me see what's going on here. Mine series. Yeah, that's not a very good stream, so I can't even send that to Tony.
We're gonna wait till half time and then see what we can find at half time.
So just to reiterate what Lewis said there, Arsenal survive again. They've gifted Chelsea possession to Chelsea. Ziyech fires a low shot across goal. Leno is beat, but the ball rebounds off the far post. Smith Rowe looks to get Arsenal moving straight away, but he's brought down by Kovic and is cautioned. That's a yellow card going out to him. Bertram saying what Chelsea is getting are sitters and we're getting half chances. Yeah, that's why they're Champions League finals, and that's why the Champions League champions, and we ain't even in the Champions League, Bertram.
The way Bertrand's talking, you might as well go put on a blue top, man.
Kieran Tierney down getting treatment at the moment.
Yeah, he looks like he's all right now. He's back on his feet. He's back on his feet on my stream. I don't think Arteta's going to go with that central defensive partnership. There's no way.
Gabriel's still coming back from injury, and Ben White is there waiting in the balance. And Chambers is also, I know Chambers is on the right. I'd rather leave him at the right at this point.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Sentiment is saying Hugh Wizzy might be right. Might just see Lokonga, Xhaka, pivot, Travis. Oh, please, no. Cool K saying Lewis, Bertram locks in on a player and focuses 100% on him instead of looking at the whole. We got MC Chazza, big out to you. MC Chazza says you still won't get Champions League spot this year. Even no, we won't. We won't get Champions League this year, bro. If we do, I'd be very, very surprised. We're not there yet. We still have, in my opinion, we got another 2 transfer windows to go before we can even focus on something like that.
Hudson-Odoi just brushed aside Mari like he was a training dummy. My God, man, Leno, good. Leno did well, but he didn't know nothing about it. Jesus,
man.
Was that 2-0?
This the problem. No. This the problem. We need a fullback with pace on the right hand side, and half of these problems just get cut out.
See, so my argument there is, Lewis, is we do have one. His name is Tavares. He plays left or right. So I would actually like to see him come on in the second half and play on the right, and then probably leave Tierney out there for a couple of more minutes. But guys, it's half time. Let me get the thoughts from all of you guys all around. Let me go to Neomis first because Neomis has been missing. Neomis, you got to do something with that Wi-Fi this season, man. You got to upgrade that Wi-Fi. It's got a long season we're coming up on. What was your thoughts? What was your thoughts on the first half, Neomis?
Oh, crap.
Oh, is he frozen again?
I thought. Okay, like I wrote some notes. Like the amount of times that Chelsea kept getting like through the Arsenal defense, I was amazed. Like literally, like this game should have been over. In the season, this would have been 3-0. Like I'm pretty sure of it. I know Smith Rowe had the chance that hit the post, which I liked, but we've.
I want to say something to you. I want to say something to you, Neomis. Like I spoke to Colin a couple of days back, and he was saying that they can't wait at London Coney. They're excited. They can't wait for the Chelsea game. That they've been working on a lot of things in training, and they're going to be looking at a lot of different ways to play. It looks like today that Arteta is trialing. It's a trial, playing a high line, which he doesn't normally do. You remember you're talking about the third best defense in the league, and he's playing a high line today. It ain't working.
I hope it's a trial. I pray to God that you're right. It's a trial because Chelsea are getting in too many times. The only other thing I will say that was bad, that for me something has to be done on the left with the Aubameyang. Like he's playing more like a winger, and I think like Bertrand pointed this out last season that he just is passing, crossing. a lot of times just isn't great. Like if you're gonna play,
he's played okay today. He's played okay today.
No, but there were a couple of crosses that should have connected closer to.
You got to remember. You got to remember, Aubameyang is right-footed. Yes, he can use his left foot, but there is a quality difference. If he gets that ball on his right foot and he pings in the cross, it's going to where it needs to be. He's only doing that because it's on his left foot, and that's what you want from a player, to at least try. At least try and put the ball in, and that's what he did. Like he just didn't get the connection, which is unfortunate. And a lot of his goals have come from him drifting out wide left to come into the center. So that's why he keeps getting played like a winger. It's just that he hasn't found his form yet. He hasn't got his gusto yet, but it's coming.
It ain't working. I have no problem with him coming in as an inside forward. Like I actually think that's his best way, cutting in and then whipping the ball in. I've seen so many times where he's scored those, but maybe it's Chelsea kind of pushing him more as like a basic winger going down the line. But that needs to be changes. But besides that, like the positives, Smith Rowe, Party, I think, has been our best player.
If someone's got their volume up a little high, can you turn it down a bit, please? Yeah, go in there, miss.
Yeah, with Thomas Partey, he's probably been our best player. Creativity, interceptions, defensively, he's been really good. I like the link up with Laka and Smith Rowe. And yeah, I hope that whatever knock he's got is like nothing long term. It just needs to be iced down. But yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing. But just for me, those little bit of negative points I think is the only negative part.
Vincey, welcome to the stream. I hope everything's going well and you and your wife are healthy. And I can't wait to see you later on at 6:30 for our meetup. What's your thoughts on the first half? And did you get the stream I sent you? It's been a little bit intermittent for Tony.
Yeah, it's been a bit. Yeah, afternoon, guys. Welcome to the panel, family in the chat. The stream's been a bit hit and miss, but that's cool. It's pre-season. Not everything could be perfect. For me, I was to say I missed most of the first half. I managed to see the goal. Well, it's one of those ones, isn't it? I mean, we high up, we lose the ball and get punished. But you know, Arteta's trying a thing.
He's trying some new things. Yeah, that's what I said to Naomi.
I can understand Yomus's frustration with Aubameyang, and Lewis's description is kind of spot on, but you know, for me, he's on the pitch, so you know he's just trying to get his fitness up as far as I can see, and that's really how I see Aubameyang in that position. I'm not going to be too overcritical on the tactics because you know what you're going to get with Aubameyang in that position, so I can't get stressed out pre-season with what I'm seeing from Aubameyang. But you know, for me, stand out. I mean, Partey looks comfortable, but again, you know, we're not looking like we're dominating play. We're comfortable with our play, and as I say, we're a work in progress football team. It's just nice to see Pepe starting. Nice to see Emil Smith Rowe have a nice pop. Came back off the inside of the post. But yeah, it's pre-season, man. I know what it's like when you play these games. It's, you know, you want to see a team hitting the ground running, but yeah, you can clearly see fitness, cohesiveness. We're just not at the races as a stable football team, and you're going to see more of this season. But it's cool.
Yeah, and that being said, remember, guys, we had the second best record in the league in 2021 from January forward. So the question is how can we improve on that with the tough schedule? God, sorry, my voice is going a bit. How can we improve on that with a tough schedule? And will that affect the start that we have? Before I come to Tony and then I go to Lewis, I just want to remind everybody that the tournament and the channel 101 is promoting the Mind Mental Health, which is providing support to empower anybody experiencing mental health problems. 1 in 4 of us experienced these issues in the lockdown. So the awareness this weekend and today is that we believe that nobody should face mental health alone. And there are support and advice out there because everybody, to help you, because everybody is fighting in your corner. Tony, what's your thoughts on the first half?
A lot of huff and puff. We're just not good enough is the simple answer to me. I think Chelsea took their time to get into the game, but literally by the end of the first half, we can see the gulf in play between the two teams. I think, they just seem to be hitting us now with passes into space. Arsenal can't quite seem to find that space. We started really well, but I think the writing's on the wall already. At this stage, we're definitely a league behind this team right now.
Yeah, and remember, guys, so they've just come off winning the Champions League, but most importantly, I mentioned the revival to Vincey in the new year where we started getting our act together, and that came against Chelsea when we won 3-1, where Smith Rowe got man of the match. So isn't it funny how the two things seem to intertwine with each other? That was beating Chelsea 3-1 was the start of our season when we started to improve and climb up the table, and and our form was just the second best of the latter half of the season. And then Chelsea from that went ahead and grew as a team and ended up winning the Champions League. So before I go, let me go to Lewis and then I'll go to Bertram. Bertram, good to see you, my brother. Lewis, what's your thoughts on the first half?
Hold on a sec.
Let me just read out some of the comments first. D says, "Cool K, it's a wrap, my brother. This season without no European football is a write-off under this coach and players." Ashik is saying, plays a brilliant pass to Aubameyang. 30 seconds later, loses the ball by literally sitting on it. That's Xhaka for you. Oh God, please not this season. Let's guys. I'm raising a GoFundMe so we can fund the Roma purchase and move this player on. Andrew's saying, is that Lewis in the yellow shirt? I need to get hold of that version. Yeah, I got one upstairs. My one doesn't have Rwanda on it, which is fantastic. I've got to sort this one out that I'm wearing now. Sentiment says the defense is the most worrisome with the passing. Curved, good to see you. Curved is saying too much dead wood in our club. Yeah, it's hard to shift it, man. He's saying, imagine paying a ticket to see this, $7.99 to watch it. I'd rather you guys put $17.99 and donate to this channel, yeah, because this channel costs money to run. So I'd rather you guys donate to the channel. Mm-hmm. Andrew says, isn't it ironic? Vincey said stable team. Tony Cox wants a squad of stallions. And that takes 6 transfer windows, my brother. So that's why I'm saying we need a couple of more of those. Curve is saying Chelsea are my favorite to win the league. You know what? Good shout. I'll hold you to that. We're gonna do some predictions on our Friday night show. With Tony and Bertram's a part of.
I think it's too early to make predictions because you still got a lot of window time for players to move. Look,
oh yeah.
What's the point of saying Chelsea are going to win the league if Man City get Harry Kane and Jack Grealish? That's game over. But conversely, what does it mean if Chelsea get Haaland and Man City get neither of their targets? Game over. See what I'm saying? So yeah. I find this. Let's talk about what happens here and where. It's to me it's not worth talking about until that window is open.
So Tony,
the season starts before the window closes.
So Tony, before I go to Lewis, just one answer from you, yeah? KD, Kyrie, and Harden, or AD, LeBron, and Westbrook.
Ooh. I'm going with Brooklyn.
I'm always gonna root with LeBron.
I hear you.
The three guys at Brooklyn, none of them is a leader.
None of them play defense. What are you talking about?
Also, none
Yeah.
None of them is a leader. None of them you would say, oh, let me put this guy as the leader of my team. Because look at KD in the Olympics. You know, they were losing all their starting prelim games.
Yeah. Okay, my Olympics coverage, I can't find any decent YouTube things of the game. It's the BBC that's carrying the swing on that one. Lewis, what's your thoughts on the first half?
It's typical Arsenal, isn't it? You know, dominate the game, and then, you know, one mistake and we're a goal down. It's just the same old crap. And if we're to progress, you know, this season, those mistakes need to be cut out. Someone in that team needs to say, look, lads, we're kind of coming up to half time now. We don't need to commit so many men forward. Let's just stay as a strong unit and just see the half out. And we haven't been doing that for a long time. We're trying to go for a goal when, you know, it's probably better to go in at 0-0 than it is to go 1-0 down.
So, Bertram, I just want to say a big shout out to 18 saying Bertram in the house. Kieran is one of the guys. Remember, Kieran, our Premier League show is going to be starting next week, where we're going to have a look at some of the teams on a Friday night. So welcome you. We have a really good Tottenham analyst called Andy. So I can't wait for you to meet the guy. Can't wait to see you there. But yeah, we're losing, bro. We're losing. So we got you next week. We got you next week at Spurs. I'll be waiting to see you there. Andrew said, if Leno makes a mistake, I will mention a certain former goalkeeper. Bertrand, what's your thoughts on the first half so far?
I think I had disagreement with people when I was in the chat because people focus on half chances versus clear chances. Chelsea walked the ball into our area numerous times in the first half, right? So when you talk about chances in games and you dominate games, you don't dominate games if you don't get to my 18 creating chances. Who cares if you want to play in your own half and you play up to 1/3 of the opponent's half? If you're creating chances like Chelsea, that's dominating the game. They should have scored 3 in the first half easily. Now, we got ball into very good positions, like Aubameyang did, and then make the final play to get you that chance you need to score. It's very disappointing. It's preseason, so one should get excited about preseason. The problem I have is this is almost like our starting team. So you can say it's preseason all you want, and running into form, you have maybe 2 more weeks left. But most of the players here are going to start. And it doesn't have that Partey is brittle, or appears to be brittle since he came to us, versus when he was playing in La Liga. Because this league is much more strenuous, much more physical, much more running. You don't walk for half the game. So it's concerning that, and he's our best player by a country mile so far this preseason, because he's the only one that progressed the ball really well. He can make a final pass from 30, 40 yards out. He can make a pass with his eyes closed and find the person in stride without breaking stride at the right pace. And you need that in your team. El Nene is a decent player, but we know El Nene doesn't have the quality. And at a certain level when you're playing football, there's quality differentiation. So that's why I see Pep when he goes by nowadays, even though I don't rate Pep as much as other people do. He's buying the best players because he realized I can't buy something and try to get them to that level because I'm trying to win now. When are we going to turn the corner and look like we can get top 4? This team is not getting top 4. This team as constituted is not getting top 4. We're not good enough. We can't afford 1 injury. A lot of teams are building their team where they can afford 1, 2, and 3 injuries and still progress. Liverpool last year couldn't afford, lost their whole back line, the whole middle of their park. So therefore they couldn't compete, frankly. They had almost the same team, but lost the middle of their defense. What if we have a Ben White go down? Or what if we have a Partey go down? Where do we go from there? Why are we playing Xhaka? Why are we playing Xhaka in this game?
Yeah, that to me, James mentioned it, and I said, look, Lokonga should be on the field. Why are we playing Xhaka? What's the purpose of that? Are we trying to prove to Roma that he's fit? The Euros already did that, so that is just ridiculous. I don't agree with Xhaka being on the team at all. Not because of how I feel about him, because I think we should be looking at Lokonga. I think we should be looking at what Lokonga looks like against a Chelsea midfield. That to me is important. Yeah,
but that's just going on what you're saying there, Apollo. That's the focus of where the Arsenal Football Club as a club, and no disrespect to them, but you have to be real and keep it real. That's where Arsenal Football Club are going. We're not a progressive club. We're not forward thinking in how we're developing players getting in new players, and saying this is how we're moving forward. This is the football club that we support. I mean, this is where we have to realize where we are right now, and realize that what's going to be required to realize what's required to change it. It's going to be huge things, huge changes. Bertrand's alluded the gulf between Pep and Arteta in what he wants as a standard, what he's going to go out and purchase, and what he's going to integrate on the team. It's, why are we playing Xhaka? Xhaka's fit. That's why we played him.
But Vinci, Lokonga is on the bench.
Is he actually fit? He's only been in training for less than 48 hours.
Bertram, I'm only being facetious when I say he's fit. I'm just looking from the mindset of Arteta because you got to be real. We want to see Lokonga. We want to see other players on the pitch. Arteta's not in that mindset. Arsenal Football Club aren't in that mindset. We have taken baby steps to where we need to get to. Yeah, we want the team to kind of jog, occasionally run a few transfer windows. We're taking baby steps, man.
So in the first half, guys, if you realize, we're trying to press, but we're not pressing aggressively. So what you do is you give the person the ball, time on the ball to make the pass. And when Holding comes up, which is clueless, Apollo is on the stream saying Holding and lauding all his where he come from and Wenger buy him and he was cheap. He's not good enough. I get so frustrated hearing about Holding. Holding comes up once, they get behind him, comes up twice, they get behind him, and he comes up the third time, they get behind him. Like, when does it register? You know what? Maybe I call my midfielder to be the person being aggressive up top, and maybe I stay deeper to give Mari some help. It is so frustrating watching this, thinking, you don't have a brain? My coach will have to tell, my manager will tell me, you know what? Ward is getting behind me all the time. I'm not as quick as he is. Plus, he doesn't even have to be quick because he's behind me by 2 or 3 steps. It is frustrating watching this, and we won't get better if we have the same repeatable people in those same position. Holding needs to go out on loan or go someplace else. Get away from my team. Not good enough. Sorry. I get frustrated hearing about Holding. He's not good enough. That's why he went and bought Ben White. If he thought Holding was good enough, he wouldn't buy Ben White.
No, that's not why he bought Ben White. He bought Ben White because of David Luiz. And
no. Look, Apollo. We can talk about David all we want. He bought Ben White because Holding is not good enough. Ben White wasn't a priority if Holding was good enough. We'll get that sentiment to the party.
Guys, there's been a really bad challenge here. 2 players are down. I can't work out who it is at the moment. Is that Havertz?
I'm behind your stream.
Is that Smith?
They're fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
I'm on 49-39.
Yeah,
49.
Yeah.
I'm starting.
I'm 48-30. Tony, how the hell are you 49?
I've managed to pick some up on Twitter that is just right. It's actually the Chelsea coverage.
So what's the Tony?
Tony, thanks for telling us.
In the private chat, what is that?
Oh my lord!
Type it, Tony.
Oh, Pepe just missed.
And Tony, type it, Tony.
No, it's Chelsea's Twitter account. He's saying
it's not Chelsea's Twitter. It's a Twitter account with the Chelsea feed.
Oh,
so can you paste it?
I can't.
Okay.
I mean, if you go on Twitter and you just put in Arsenal Chelsea, I'm pretty certain you'll see the game. Because that's what I did. I just went and put in Arsenal Chelsea and it came up.
I'm still waiting, guys. Ben White's on the field, but I'm still waiting for confirmation of all the changes on Arsenal. I can't see it anyway.
I think Ben White's the only one.
It might be.
And Xhaka was a forced change.
Awesome, Tony. Awesome, Tony.
You got it.
If I can get it to be bigger screen, I'll be good. Yeah, I got it.
It's good, isn't it?
Yep. Come, Pepe. Work on that right foot. I'm still behind you, Tony, but it's better than what before.
Yeah, I'm on it as well. Using my mobile phone.
I don't know why I can't get it to be wider though.
Give me 2 secs, Apollo. I'm just gonna switch you to the tablet because my phone's overheating and keeps switching off the stream.
Hold on. If you guys want the stream, I'll send it to you on the live chat.
So are you 51 now, Tony?
Yeah, 51-31.
Yep, we're on. We're good.
Yeah, I'm same time. I'm good. Nice upgrade there, T. Respect.
I mean, I'm encouraged by Pepe. I think Pepe will have a very good year.
Yeah.
He's playing both ways. He's playing defense. He's aggressive.
Yeah.
He's acclimated now, so this should be his year. I'm concerned about Partey because too many injuries. Came late last year, got injured, and now who knows what that injury is.
Apollo, I'll just put a little chat in the comment in the chat about the kit. I just responded to D. He said D thinks the kit is shit. Basically, I said I spent most of the first match trying to convince myself to like our kit and asking everybody what's their thoughts on the kit.
No, I don't like it.
Kit's shit, and it's going to be even worse when they don't win anything in it. It's quite sad when you get to pre-season and you spend most of the match looking at the kit. You're trying to motivate yourself to like the top, not even the shorts. You know, the shorts kind of saves the top, but yeah.
I wonder if Arsenal is playing a game of chicken with Roma with Xhaka.
Yeah,
I mean, so.
It just seems really weird. It just seems really weird. You know, you
know what?
Think to yourself, well, you know, oh my God, look, it's happened again.
Chelsea are taking the piss now.
Are you joking?
They're taking the piss with us. Like that should have
been.
What's
happened, guys?
Oh,
what's happened?
Chelsea tried to score a goal as though it was FIFA. They dinked it over the goalkeeper, went round, stopped, tried to dribble again, and then was going to swing it in. But then our Arsenal defenders got in the way. It was a complete and utter taste.
One thing for sure, Ziyech is no Ozil, because Ozil would have finished that left, right, and centre.
Yes, you know what? It was exactly like that, but he didn't finish.
He tried to do it, Ozil.
What was he thinking?
Complete muppets.
That's funny to me. Why is that not a red? Why is that a yellow and not a red? If it's the last, what am I missing? He's the last man. That's a red card. Why are you giving him a yellow card?
Nah, there's a guy beside him.
There's what?
There was a guy beside him.
Yeah.
What do you mean beside him? He's getting behind him. It's a goal scoring opportunity. What beside what?
Nah, man.
How is that the second defender behind the play?
He's right next to him. That's not a sending off.
That's a sending off in my book.
He's behind the play.
He's behind the play. He fouled the man going to the goal. It's a goal scoring opportunity.
Never getting that on a friendly, Bertram. Never.
Well, no, not friendly. But I'm saying, he should give him the red and then take it back.
You wouldn't even get it on table football, man.
Let him know it's a red in a friendly. The regular game's a red.
Pull out the red and then put it back.
Yeah.
I got to say the fans do look good in the stadium though.
Oh yeah, it looks much better. Yeah, much better.
Oh, good free kick.
Good free kick. Yeah. Is that Laka? Laka is shooting well nowadays.
Yeah.
That's all he's done this game because I haven't seen him in the game.
What's your thoughts on the numbers on the back of the shirt? Like it?
Definitely.
I like it. Yeah.
I've always been a fan of those lettering. I'm totally in opposition to you, Vincey, because I actually like the kit.
You like the kit? What part of the kit do you like outside of the badge?
I don't I've seen. Listen, for me. For me, the blue kit is an abomination, and most people will say, "Oh, I like the blue kit," but I don't get it. The blue kit is a rehash, and we don't win nothing in blue. Me and Sporty Jordan, we regularly say. If we're
I know.
It's the bad luck blue. We never win nothing in blue.
Yeah, blues are my favorite color tops. They are blues and the maroons.
So do you like the blue on the top of the shoulders then on the red? Because that's the one bit I don't like about the kit.
I do like that.
Okay.
I don't like the kit at all, guys. It didn't take long for Ben White to impress. That heroic block on the line from Ziyech's shot at close range just goes to show what Ben White can actually do for the team. It's a big chance. Ziyech is in on goal. He clips the ball over Leno, walks it in, could walk it in. Mari gets back to help out before Ben White makes an unbelievable block. We've missed a foul on Aubameyang as well. He was barged over by Zappacosta to hand Arsenal a free kick in a dangerous position. And what happened? Lacazette whips the ball around the wall, but Mendy dives to his left and pushes it away to safety. That's all we've missed.
So where was our centre halves on that play when that ball was playing? I'm just we're trying to see if they can change. You know the play you have before you get football where you sit down, the forward gets away, you're trying to chase the catch of the forward to see how you can recover. Is that what we're practicing? Because our centre halves are missing. Our centre halves are missing.
I think we're playing structured football. Bertram, it's maybe on the lines of rugby, like they go towards the 10 yards and then we reset and start again. But
okay.
That's just our how.
I don't think Chelsea can get more chances in that game as clear cut as the ones they've gotten today. It should be 4 already.
Apollo, read out Victor's comment.
Which one? The blue kit was bought to make Willian feel and Louise feel at home. Somebody said that about last season's one, because last season's was as close to Chelsea's as we've ever had.
Yeah.
In fact, the first time I saw Willian in the blue shirt picture, I thought it was a Chelsea top. I thought it was an old picture. Second half, guys. Yeah, second half. A little bit more combative than the beginning of the first half, that's for sure.
So Aubameyang's moved over to the right, by the looks of things. Pepe on the left now.
There's no disrespect, but this starts to remind me of playground football, and it's going to take. I don't think we're going to see much changes until we get really dominant in the midfield.
Interesting.
Maybe Apollo, that was Rob Holding again, holding his hand up. What is he waving for? Surrender? What's he holding his hand up for?
Interesting that Sterling, Sarr, and Drinkwater and Abraham is on in the second half.
I thought I was holding on his hand up.
Werner, Zuma, Kovic, and Havertz is off for Chelsea.
Oh, so Chambers? Okay.
Don't forget, Holding has now got a bald head.
Yeah, he looks like Seagan.
Oh, okay.
When I first tuned in, I was like, "Is Seagan back at the club?" Because he looked quite like him.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, Apollo. When you're talking about those changes that Chelsea have made, I just think it's clear that Arteta is playing system football, and he's trying to ingrain that into our style of play, and regardless of what the match is, he's going to stick with that, and this is where we're going to have to be very patient as fans.
He's trying something new, that's for sure. I was waiting to see.
Vincey.
He's gone for a 4-3-3, right? So that's a change straight off the bat.
Hey, Vincey, when last time we made the Champions League? You say patient. When last time we made the Champions League?
Man.
Was it 2015?
You know what? Bertram, it's not even about making the Champions League, man. You see, me as a fan, our football's got to deserve Champions League. I'm not interested in just qualifying for Champions League and getting battered.
Absolutely right.
No, but that's a point. That's a point. No. But you missed the point I'm making, though, which is about when you made the Champions League, that means you're getting the quality to see you're progressing. We're going backwards. We're going backwards.
There's been years that we've made Champions League and we've gone backwards as a club, just because we finished fourth. I want our football.
We didn't.
I want our football. But I want our football to make progress. If we're not making progress, just like you're talking about the Super League, we'd be 15th in the Super League. We gotta make our football's got to make a difference. And right now, it's a struggle. It's a real work in progress.
The Super League would have been the best thing that ever happened to us.
In what regard?
Because when you play the Super League, you're going to get so much. Listen. You're going to get so much resources. You can invest those resources.
No,
Neomis. I understand the utopian view of life, and you want to help the little man.
Thank you.
But for Arsenal, is the best thing to have the Arsenal.
So, Bertram,
I understand the utopian view of life, and we want to be socialist in our thinking and how we operate. But it ain't helping Arsenal.
So where do you think Arsenal would finish in the Super League in their first season?
It doesn't matter. What matters, Vinci, I get enough money to buy players like Man City is doing, to buy Grealish for 100 million, to buy Haaland for 150 million. That's what you want to do.
Do you think they'll come to Arsenal?
Man City start buying what? They bought Rubino, then they want to buy Tory. They all left when Man City wasn't even in the Champions League. because they're getting paid.
But Bertram, you just said, when was the last time we qualified for the Champions League?
Right.
You're more focused on qualifying than actually playing decent football in the Champions League.
No, but
those players,
Vincey.
hold on, those players that you're mentioning wouldn't even come to Arsenal in the Super League.
No, Vincey. There's only so many players can play for the top number of teams, right? You can go get the Grealish who don't play for the top teams. You can go get the Haaland who play for the top team. They can't all play for the same teams. So even if you get the players who don't play for those teams, you're going to get very, very good players. You mold them and you can compete. And then the better players will come to your team. Right now, we can't even compete for Buendia, for Christ's sake. Villa is outbidding us and getting the player that we want. That's how far we have fallen.
I think we're in a state where Arsenal, as fans, we want certain players, and the club and the manager are just not. They're just not in that focus. They can, we spent good money on Ben White. Good money on him, yeah. But a lot of fans, yeah. But a lot of players are saying, but you know what? We need better players in better positions. The club ain't looking in that direction.
And Chelsea now putting on Kante's of the world. They draw Kante from the bench. Who will you draw from our bench?
But that is just so shockingly poor.
We make Loftus-Cheeks look like he's world beater when he's struggling against the Fulham team. Frustrating.
He's the type of player, Loftus-Cheek, who I'd like to see make at his age. He should be the middle of the pick for England, man.
He can't stay fit enough. That's why
he needs to go and play for his mother country, mate. Go back and play for Jamaica.
Yeah.
Loftus-Cheek is Jamaican, I didn't know that.
I think he is. I think he's got some Jamaican.
Lewis Baker, I know. Lewis Baker is Jamaican parentage or pick grandparents. And Lewis Baker is a very good player.
And Lewis makes a good point that players can't stay fit. You see their talent and you expect them to make it to the next level, and that's the one stumbling block that's gonna haunt them.
What the hell?
So that should have been 5 right there. That should have been 5 actually. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing.
Why are you embarrassed?
No, because if you're Arteta, he'll always run his mouth about how he wants to compete at the highest level, and your team is just a total mess.
It's not a total mess. You're playing the Champions League champions. What's going on here?
Apollo. It's not their best team, Apollo. They have a mix and match team. They're not playing their 11 best players against our 11 best players.
But it takes a squad to win a Champions League, It's not just.
I've said it about 10 times in this game already. We're playing Chelsea. This is the test that we need. Why is everyone getting upset? I don't get it.
We did beat them quite convincingly at home.
This is not a test. This is not a test.
It is a test because in a game like this, you can take the film and the footage and you can work with the players in the midweek to go through what went right and what went wrong. And what I liked about how they came out with the intensity that they did in the first 15 minutes, 20 minutes, they look good. But Chelsea is a quality team and they're going to find deficiencies in the way you play. It looks like today Arteta's tried something new, and let's face it and be honest, it hasn't worked. It hasn't worked, and they've been picked apart in certain areas of the pitch.
Unbelievable.
Shocking.
Who was that?
Absolutely shocking.
Xhaka, of course, Xhaka.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's give Xhaka a new freaking contract. Yay!
Yeah, I'm not saying anything. I've got nothing to say. No comment.
Actually, it's a foul. It's a foul. It's a poor pass by Leno, and it's a foul. That's not Xhaka's
terrible
fault.
pass by Leno.
Yeah,
that's not Xhaka's fault. That's awful on both the referee and Leno.
And that's the thing. You've got to look at the goalkeeper in that situation. No one's challenging the goalkeeper.
But he does that. Leno does it all the time. Actually, it's not.
I know this is the thing. He's putting his players under pressure.
First of all, Xhaka's right foot, then he has no right foot. Second of all, you pass it at the right.
So this is to going out to all those Arsenal fans that think that the only thing they have to say with Leno is he's a great shot stopper, and there's much more to being a good goalkeeper than stopping shots.
As Robinson would say about Theo, he doesn't have a footballing brain. Even though I think Theo had one, he doesn't have a footballing brain. He just makes the same mistakes year after year.
Yeah, and that gives you the position of being a Centurion and the 14th highest all-time scorer at a club. I think I'll take that all day long without a football brain.
I mean,
Go on, somebody. Finish. Oh, unlucky.
Good challenge. Good challenge.
Yeah, I've had to get rid of that Twitter thing because it just wasn't working.
so
It just dried
Arteta
up
hasn't
on
seen enough. Put in the kids. Put in the Willocks of the world. Come on, put the kids in.
me. Yeah, that's what's disappointing me. Where's Lakonga? Where's Tavares?
Yeah, take off El Neni, man. Go, you know, like go for
you have
broke.
to now. You're not. I mean, it's a preseason game. That's the whole point of preseason games.
Giving your players.
I think he's ball watching, Tony. He's ball watching. He ball watches a lot to do. He doesn't manage the game. Oh, that's a sitter. Who just missed that? That's Xhaka. That's a sitter. That's a baby goal, isn't it?
It was a little bit of pressure on him.
He had some pressure.
Oh no, he didn't.
No, he didn't head the ball. No, the ball got headed up. He didn't head it. The defender headed it.
Yeah.
Goal! Oh my God!
Come on!
I'm late.
Oh my God! No way is Xhaka. You are kidding me.
Oh,
you know what?
My God!
Props to Xhaka, because I know there's a few people.
Hey, Bertram, Tony. Maybe we should ask for 25 million. That's not another 5 million.
No, it's a good thing. So then Roma may like what they see.
Yeah.
And you know what? He's had a terrible game as well. Oh
no, he made a brilliant pass though. The one he played on to. Who did he play into? Was it?
No, yeah, that was the one he played.
Outside of his left foot. That was a brilliant pass.
Yeah, and then 2 minutes later, he gave the ball away twice.
Well, I mean, that we know he's going to do that, so it's expected. We don't want him to change his. That's a brilliant header, actually.
Yeah,
it's a brilliant header. You can't head that any better.
Guys, Xhaka brings Arsenal level. He pulls away from his marker at the corner and has the freedom of the Chelsea penalty area to power home a header past Kepa into the bottom corner. It's Arsenal 1, Chelsea 1. Guys, take over for a second. I've got to get a drink. My throat is killing me at the moment.
I don't think he had a marker. I didn't say anyone marking him.
No,
I think he had. Was he in Abba? There were two offsides were free, actually.
That should behave, man.
There was no one marking. No, but Tony, was there anyone marking him?
There was, but he
fell asleep. He fell asleep.
Bertram, behave, man. Give the man some props, man.
I'm not. No, I said it was a brilliant goal, Vinci. I said it was a brilliant goal.
I know, but he did a hard thing.
Goal, but there's no one mark. I mean,
guys, 6.
Oh, wholesale changes, like 6 of them.
6.
Take a picture, screenshot this.
I don't like that actually, Tony. Tony, what you should be doing when you're making changes is, you know what? Let me see who blends in with the regulars, right? On a gradual basis. Because then you just change the whole team. It's like it doesn't matter anymore. So if I want to see Lakonga with the first team regulars, I put him in earlier so I can see how he blends in. Right now, you're just saying, you know what? It doesn't really matter anymore.
Fans won't get that privilege.
Yeah, it's true. You just, you need to give everybody minutes. You know, look, we're seeing number 28, Joe.
Yes, I want to see 28 play.
Yeah, man.
I'm a 28 fan. I don't care what anyone says. I'm a 28 fan.
I ain't happy to see number 31 though, or number 2.
No, me neither.
I thought Calvin Zach was buying out his contract. Why is he on the field?
Well, I suppose we got to put these players in the shop window. Oh, number 30. Oh my God. And Kay, you better do something in this game, man. You better do something.
Oh, come on. Bad pass.
Victor says, I pity the youth that signed for Arsenal. Totally 100% agree with you. Totally 100% agree with you.
You know, the funny thing you say that, Vincey, because, you know, you just have to look at the current crop of youngsters and say, well, they have been given a chance. Which other club is pulling through youngsters at that rate?
Yeah, but one of the youngsters that we have on the books seems to be getting loaned out all the damn time and not getting that chance. I totally agree with you. And that is one big mistake that Arteta could have made.
Yeah,
we don't know what. Oh my God, we don't know
what the hell.
We don't know how good Saliba's going to be.
Good assist, Bellerin. Very good assist, Bellerin. Very good assist. Great pass, Bellerin. You really want to leave. Great. And Abraham auditioning to come to Arsenal. What a pass by Bellerin. It can't be a better pass than that. That's a brilliant pass.
That's what happens when you make 6 changes in a game. Like, it's just
an awful pass. It's an awful pass.
I've not seen it yet.
The ball is not even close to Jacques. It's an awful pass. It's beyond awful.
It's a rusty pass.
Unbelievably.
Well taken by Abraham, though. Well taken.
Now.
You can't make that up.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I mean, go back to what we were saying about young players. I hear what you're saying about other clubs not having as many developing youngsters as Arsenal, but I don't think Arsenal are really developing these youngsters to build a team with them, and that's the difference. You know,
you say that, bro. Willock, Reece Nelson,
my days.
Balogun, Saka, Smith Rowe, Miguel Aziz. You know, how many do you need to be able to say you're doing a good job?
Okay, so you take those players you mentioned, and you take the senior players, and you say, okay, how many of those senior players should be omitted to let those players come in? That's my point. Because exactly, but that's my point. We've got those players behind, and they're sitting down there getting splinters, whilst you got old man who's doing foolishness. That's the problem that I have with Arsenal. They're not a progressive club with the young youth that they have.
Well, I mean, who are you going to blame here? You're going to blame the first team coach? You're going to blame the reserve team coach? You know, I kind of agree with you, Vincey, but I kind of have to say, you know, whose fault is it down to say you can't integrate the talented youth that you've got developing at what looks like a centre of excellence? Because Haaland is producing some very good kids. And don't forget, and this is on the back of saying that for a long time, Haaland produced nothing.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Because since the Ashley Cole days, Jermaine Pennant, Bentner, that lot, that won the FA Youth Cup, there was a gap of nothing. We had Jack Wilshere, and that was about it.
I think it's an Arsenal Football Club problem. But it's made worse now because Arteta's come in. He could see the youngsters that are Arsenal, so he's left, gone to City, and knows that these players are there, and he's prepared to come in as a manager. It's down to him to make those decisions and steer the club in a new direction. Because without that, Arsenal has spent some huge money. And we can't afford that because we're not getting that investment coming in. So in that regard, you know, I'm looking at Arteta now and saying, okay, what system are you prepared to put in place to allow these kids as a foundation to move forward? I don't think he's prepared to do that. So yeah, as a club, we look to be like a real selling club now with our youth product from Haaland.
Hit it. That's a good hit. And Nketiah comes close with a shot. The goalkeeper gets down and saves it after a good press from Arsenal that caused Chelsea to lose the ball in their defensive third.
Yeah, but Victor says put Martinelli in the depth. He's a starter in any top 4 team, but he gets benched at Arsenal.
Well, he's currently with the Olympic team.
But he's getting nowhere near that first team. He's not even getting on the bench in that team. I can't work it out. I've been watching every Brazil game and seeing.
He's not had a minute, have you?
Last season, allowed first club Schalke as they took out the Bundesliga.
D-Dub says Bellerin is the worst right back in the league, and guess what? No club wants him.
He needs to just retire and just become a That's your next belt or something, man. Easier. Ever since that second injury that he got against Chelsea, he's not been the same. It's not been the same.
It's a good pass.
Forward again here.
He delayed that cross, though, didn't he?
Two. Hold on to it.
Oh, nice.
Oh. It's unfortunate.
Joe Willock. Say hi to the fans. Nice little cameo there. Curve, Apollo's gone to get some drink. He's just to make things easier when he's speaking. So he'll be back shortly.
That's the ball, Kinketia. Go on, Willett.
Tavares.
Oh, it's Tavares. Ooh!
Brilliant
Great
cross. Brilliant cross.
Great cross.
He should have scored.
Oh,
He should have scored that, right?
Seeing it now.
Definitely.
How did he miss?
You're in that position.
You're meant to score that.
It's
You're in that
easier to hit the target than to miss the target. He didn't even hit the target.
This guy is.
Do you know what? I remember Nabil raving when Arsenal were looking to purchase Aubameyang, and I was like, "It's 4 years too late." I was just like, "Yes, he could score goals, but this guy 4 years too late." And I'm looking at him now, and it's like these misses are real ugly misses for a man of his ability.
I think Tony said it when the stream started, which is he can't afford those misses, given his lack of roundness of his game. Like if you're a shooter in basketball, you have to score. If you don't play defense and you don't do anything and a rebound, you have to score, or else you're useless on the field.
Yeah.
So he has to score.
Harden, right?
You have to score. Well, at least Harden provides assists.
Yeah, that's true.
Young has to score, or else he's useless, and that's the problem.
So then, here's the question. Then, so why then is Arteta using Aubameyang in that position with the way how we move the ball to get Aubameyang's pace?
Nice turn
in that position, but his finishing comes at a cost in the centre. It just doesn't make sense to me. From a footballing perspective, when you have a player like that, it's just wasted. I don't know what he gains by playing Aubameyang in that position.
Yeah, I must say, Nketiah has looked decent the last two games.
Yeah,
his movement, his control, he presses really hard.
Oh yeah.
Send it.
Oh,
cross it, son.
there?
Finish.
Oh
my word!
Is that Willock? Come on, Willock, you gotta score that. He's saying it's a goal. He says he's going to the line. That's what he's trying to say.
Can they not look?
There's no VAR. There's no VAR, is there?
Nah, you need goal line technology.
VAR for that. That's goal line technology.
Goal line technology is not a VAR.
Yeah.
It's just a different type of VAR.
And that's what you want from Willock, man. He's if that was Partey,
tells you I got to keep this guy.
Yeah.
That alone tells you he's a goal threat.
Oh yeah. He's gonna score goals
from deep.
He puts
That's
himself
what
in
you
position
need.
to score goals.
Yeah, I don't think
take him out early.
I don't think the assistant referee knew what was going on there. I don't think he knew what was going on.
Oh, Bellerin got twisted up there.
That's been the story of his flipping.
I need to see that shot again from Willock.
Here it comes.
There's a brilliant ball by La Congo back to him.
So
that's over.
It's a goal. It's a goal. It was a goal.
It is. Guys, was Nketiah's a penalty? Was that a penalty just now?
Don't. You need to see the replay. But Willock scored again.
Well done, Willock.
He scored again. Wait, by the way, Tony, in less than 20 minutes, Tony.
Yeah, I'm taking that goal.
Let's just say.
Yeah, that's a goal. So we count that.
Yeah, we count that. That's a real goal. That's not an offside goal. It's a real goal.
And Tony, that's what I'm talking to you about.
Yeah, that's a goal.
That's what I'm talking to you about young players. You look at Willock. You look at what we have in the centre of midfield and what they're giving us, and what this guy comes on, and straight away he's giving. He's young. Yeah. He's coming late. He can shoot. Last season he's been productive in the Premier League by scoring at a position. What are we doing as a club?
Yeah.
So guys, how does Willock go on loan when this team hasn't got a midfielder that can produce that?
He's come on 20. Oh my God, Leno, what are you doing?
I can't do this.
What the hell?
I can't do this. I can't.
Oh my God.
I can't. You know what?
That wasn't Leno, guy. There has to be. You can't have two people who make so many mistakes. It got to be Xhaka. Let's just blame Xhaka. Don't blame Leno. Let's just blame Xhaka. Let's say it's Xhaka. Let's not say it's
I'm taking the script
out. You can't have two people in the
book.
team who are starters who are just error prone. So let's say it's Xhaka and we can keep better.
Oh yeah, I've been saying that for years. Xhaka made more errors leading to goals last season, and as an outfield player, I mean, it's just ridiculous.
I'm taking the L off my keyboard. That's it.
And Leno has made more mistakes as goalkeepers leading to goals in the last 3 years.
Oh, sorry, Willock. Oh, that was a good idea.
Leno's not getting no ratings from this season from me. I'm taking a leaf out of Apollo.
Good comeback. Good run back. Good run back.
Yeah.
Tavares.
That's great play from Tavares. And
I thought Willock was scoring that play when he turned.
Great pass from Xhaka.
Come on, Pepe, do your thing.
Oh! It was going in.
So he's playing Pepe the whole game. I wonder why, actually. He's playing Pepe the whole game.
Guys, I've got Lewis. I'm struggling. Lewis, I'm trying to watch the Formula One highlights and the football at the same time. And in this era, I've got Nketiah runs into the box, and then I've got Mbotos goes off the. I'm gonna have to leave the Formula One till later on, man, because I can't.
By the way, Apollo, Nketiah looks good. By the way,
but I told you that last week. When they put him on the left, when they put Nketiah on the left, he looked like money, man.
He looks good.
Oh, Pepe is always going to be dangerous, man. Yeah, Willock and Nketiah just sort of lighten this game up now.
I don't know why Willock is getting more game time, but I've always said I rate Willock.
So we've only got fans on lower tier and club. That's weird.
Oh, wow.
Nice skill.
That's nice skill. Nice skill. Real nice skill.
Boy, nobody delivers a cross like Pepe. Nobody delivers a corner cross like Pepe.
Oh, Tavares, man.
And now we've got
that's a good skill. That's a good skill, Lewis. That's good skill.
No,
if I dip inside and go back outside, you're at my mercy. He's on an island.
There's not much you can Thomas do. Party fighting to.
You're on an island, so there's not much you can do
from Pepe,
except take him out.
He should be able to beat Zappacosta in a foot race there.
But the question is, he going inside or outside?
No, that's a good trick.
He showed you going inside, and you overcompensate, and he goes back outside. It's hard to defend.
I used to live for those moments. Love them moments, man.
Yeah. You dip inside and go back outside. Do this.
Once you got space, you can just kill players. So you think that's it? Our checkbook is put away for another.
No, I think we have another 100. I think we have another 100 mil to spend. We have another 100 mil to spend.
That question was directed for you, Tony.
I'm not
just for you.
Don't ask me nothing about no transfer business.
What have you lot done to Tony to drive him like this, man?
I'm done with this club.
That latest top he's got on. That's
what have you lot done to Tony to mash him up like that, man?
I'm done with this club.
I don't think it's us. I think it's Arsenal.
Yeah.
Right, guys. So is this over the line or not?
It's over the line. It's clear.
I don't think it's bounced yet, so I don't think it's over yet.
It's clear over the line. Not even close.
It's over yet.
It's like a Lampard goal against Germany.
Ridiculous spin off the post.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't changed the score to 2-2 yet, Apollo.
Yeah, listen, don't tempt me.
Well, I mean, goal line technology doesn't always work, right? Because it didn't work against Sheffield against Villa. But Villa's not where they are.
Oh, that was awful. That was.
Yeah.
That was embarrassing.
Oh dear me.
Who was that? Bellerin.
Oh dear me. Send it. What is wrong? What is wrong with Chelsea up front?
They could have scored 6 today. Easy to score 6
for?
today.
Yeah, and that's probably why they won't win the title this season, because if Harry Kane goes to Man City, you can be sure he's going to be banging goals.
And we want to buy Abraham. I'm sorry, but be more ambitious, Arsenal. Abraham's a good forward, but he's not good enough if you want what we're trying to achieve. That was Kolasinac, wasn't he?
That
wasn't better, right?
Yeah, Kolasinac. Are you telling the guy to go forward? He could have passed that ball earlier.
You can't lose the ball there, Pepe, man. You can't lose the ball there. Kolasinac is just a disaster. Jesus Christ.
Better pass than Lagongo. And Abba plays the whole game too. Is that indication of what his forward line is going to be like? Pepe and Abba are guaranteed starters.
He needs to score a goal. He needs, even if it comes off his bum, just something that gets in the back of the net.
Jesus Christ! How big is Tammy Abrahams?
He's long. He's not tall. He's long.
No, you're wrong. He's 6'3.5".
Yeah, he's long.
Yeah, he is huge.
And he's still a minor.
Yeah, I'm on his Wikipedia. He's 6'3.5". Wow, he looks.
It's long.
Kieran said, "How long is left? Not long enough, mate. It's 2 minutes.
Yeah,
2 minutes. 88th minute at the moment.
There'll be 2 minutes injury time for all the.
He says Arteta and his dummies just need to f off out of our club. Oh dear. Vincent Andrew says him long.
Backside.
But, look, we've lost this game on 2 mistakes. I mean, Chelsea should have scored more goals, to be honest. But where they have
over.
Oh, yeah. Go on.
Finish. Send it back. There's a man there, you. Send it back to him.
G now saying Arteta out. G, you've been Arteta out for ages. Andrew said Imtal. Kieran saying looks like Spurs are going to smash you. Then we'll see next week, bro. We'll see next week. I have to talk to Bertram and Tony and find out when they want to do a season preview for the Friday night Premier League.
First time. Come on.
How is this guy not scoring?
Oh, you know what?
How is this guy not scoring?
I'm trying my hardest.
We should say out.
I'm trying my hardest to be positive.
Bammy, come on. Come on, Bammy. Put your blood clot foot through the ball and just lick it one time, man. You want too many touches. Come on. Look, out your feet, bang. You want to...
You need to make it as difficult as possible for them. I actually think when we keep it still good.
Why can't Hector Bellerin run into the box? It's like he's almost afraid of running in the box.
He's afraid of everything. He's afraid of everything, that boy.
You gotta be Pepe's wingman.
Him and Pepe don't mix well from the very
Pepe
first
needs
match.
somebody up there with him, man.
I want to know how many shots Aubameyang has had this preseason.
You can probably count them on one hand, I reckon.
Try.
We had 4 in the last game where he could have had a hat-trick.
Bartley. Have a thump. Speed up and painful. Came out for
Yeah, Kieran, see you on Sunday, bro. See you on Sunday, man. Andrew said Lewis with the yard talk.
It's hilarious.
Victor saying Brokata, Bumba, Clark, Kuke saying Willett gets goals from midfield. Good skill to have. And Lokonga is like Doozy with agility. Andrew saying Abamba blood clot Yang. Abamba blood clot. Oh God.
Abamba blood clot.
He's actually got the ball 2 or 3 times. He's probably had 2 shots towards attacking.
This is painful. This is painful.
I can hear one of you lot's TV again. I've got the thing in my headphones, so you guys won't be able to hear my feed.
It's not me.
Sorry, I think that's Bertram. Yeah, you know, I think I am there with Greg. I'm not a fan of this football. I know it's a big job that he's got to do, rebuilding. But I just think our football is very sterile. I know it's pre-season.
You know what?
As a player who played the game a certain way and looking to see what Arteta's actually doing and how the team is moving forward.
If I was Tuchel, I'd be very concerned.
It's sterile.
We should score 7 or 8 goals, and we only scored 2. So if I was Tuchel, I'd be concerned about my team's ability to put the ball in the net because they just played a championship team and they couldn't put them away.
That's been Chelsea last season though. Before he came,
yeah,
they had that problem.
Guys, let's hear from Neomis. He's been missing for a while. Neomis, what's your thoughts so far?
I like the second half. Obviously, we came back. A few more mistakes again, but good goal from Xhaka. The subs that came on for me, what really is what got Arsenal back into the game. Willock should have had a goal to score, and when they look at the highlights, it's a shame he didn't get a goal. If we loaned Willock out, I'd be very disappointed because clearly he can give something to Arsenal. It's the same thing with Nketiah. For me, his link-up play with Aubameyang was nice, allowed to kind of come more in the inside, just a real good overall play from him. Tavares looked great, but yeah, there's good individual performances from there. It's just now kind of bringing it all as a whole, as a team. So I still think there are a few holes, things that we need to address in the window. Not sure if we're going to do that, but I think that there's good enough pieces here for Arteta to work with and to be able to at least get the lineup right against Brentford.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, guys, just to bring everybody up to speed, the game's just now finished. It's full time. It's all over at the Emirates. Chelsea hold on for a confidence-boosting win, really, in that game. It was a good workout for both sides, in my opinion. I don't think I've seen Arsenal being tested or working as hard as I've seen them work this preseason as today. So from that perspective, I think Arteta's got a lot to work with. He's got a lot to also scratch his head with after some real sloppy defensive performances. Tony, what's your thoughts? I'll go around the clock. I don't want to stay too long because I've got to make my way into London to meet you lot at 6:30. So, Tony, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I could see some encouraging parts of the play. I think we're all clear that Thomas Partey is going to be integral to the team. We didn't get to see enough of him, but we saw some good performances from some parts of the team, and we saw not so good performance from other parts of the team. That is, in short, what went wrong with Arsenal last season. Some games, some players turned up. Other players don't turn up. As much as we like to say, oh, let's pour scorn on Xhaka and Kolasinac and all these, there are players in our team who just don't turn up sometimes. And they come in all shapes and sizes. Rob Holding is culpable. Bellerin, culpable. Leno, definitely culpable. Xhaka, culpable. You know, all these players, if they don't turn up week in, week out, we can't be expected to win games.
Vincey, what's your thoughts? A lot to think about after today's performance. Vincey, what's your thoughts on today's game?
I think the biggest
money.
I think the biggest thing for me is the decision Arteta's going to have to make is is he bold enough as a young coach to instill Willock into Arsenal's midfield this season? That for me is the boldest decision that it's probably been on in the back of our thoughts as fans during the transfer window. But just seeing Willock today, you know, as a young coach, are you brave enough to rebuild this Arsenal team with a man like Willock? Because if you're not, it's a long season. It's going to be a long season, much like last season. And frustrations are going to be there. Aubameyang, he has some great chances today and missed. That does happen with strikers. I know what it's like. But for me, I'm going to go back to it. Our midfield, if we're not creative, if they're not scoring, we're an ordinary football team because teams can nullify Aubameyang, they can nullify Pepe, and we're a boring football team. So for midfield, I want to see whether or not Arteta's bold enough to use Willock into his system.
True. Just before I go to Neo, actually, I'll go to Bertram, Lewis, and then Neo Miss. D just says, is that D or is this just jumped up again? D just says, individual mistakes will continue to happen by individuals who are not good enough. Agreed. G says, Tavares making Tony look anti-football. I think James asks, can he explain it? And he says, James, Tavares shouldn't even be a defender. He should just be an attacking player, so good at going forward. Sentiment has said, what's the what we're saying, 2-2 or 2-1? Did the ball cross the line? Yes, definitely did. If that was a Premiership game, it would have ended in 2-2. G said, look at how progressive Lokonga is, a bit less juice on the ball, and Aubameyang was in there. Well, Aubameyang was in on the last one, and he hit it with his second foot, his off foot, and didn't do very well. Kuke said, this is the worst Ajax side I've seen in a long time. Lundberg says, playing out of the back is actually laughable. Yeah, and I thought that we kind of nipped that in the bud last season, especially in the second half of the year. But we just looked atrocious today. It was more the high line than anything else. We just looked all over the place. And Chelsea is a team that will capitalize on it. Not a lot of teams will capitalize on that Keystone Cops damfoolery business that we just saw today. Sentiment said, Arteta brave. He didn't have the balls to drop Willian or Uber after 10 games. After 10 games, tried the whole season. He didn't drop Willian till December when he let Smith Rowe in. And then, funny enough, the results started improving. So we've had Vincent and Tony. Bertrand, what's your thoughts on the game today?
I'm actually I'm at a loss for words, actually. I saw the Hibernian game. I saw the Rangers game. I watched this game, and I said to myself, damn, not another long season. I've had enough long seasons.
Oh, but hold on. You've mentioned 2 games that was a loss on the draw, but failed to mention the Millwall and Watford game where they won 4-1.
I'm sorry.
You're not watching. Is it?
No, I did watch the Watford game, a practice game on a practice field with no crowd. Yeah, I did. That was a game. Was that a game or a training session? But anyway, let me just say this. I mean, I mentioned the games that I think are important, not training sessions.
That was a PR for the kid.
I don't mention training sessions. I'll say this, and I'm going to sound like the critic that people think I normally am, and very, very critical, very pessimistic.
Okay, Roy Keane.
So I don't see much to be happy about. Like, Partey's injured again. So Partey's our best player to me, and that's very obvious. What am I getting excited about? A player who's going to be on the sideline. You can't play the game on the sideline watching. You ain't going to help me any.
Yeah, I don't think we can use the word happy in a transitional period.
Yeah, but I'm saying we were atrocious today. I hear people talk about, I see good things. Chelsea should have scored 8 goals today. These are not 8 half chances. These are 8 clear-cut chances. 8 at a minimum. And I'm being generous because when I pass the ball on the 18-yard line, kick it on the defender, we just make space and put the ball in the net. At least 8. On a team that had players like Holding and Mari and Tierney and Chambers, maybe you're starting defenders. You may plug Ben White in, but starting defenders. We were beyond awful today. Beyond awful. Now people say we create chance. Wait. We're getting half chances.
Mari
They're
and
getting
Holding are
sitters.
starting defenders.
No. Holding is not a starter. Holding started more than half the season last season.
I think we all agreed.
Yeah, to be fair, they can Mari, Holding, or even Chambers. All of them can start at any one game during the Premiership.
Of course, Holding has started a lot of the season. Mari had be a Gabriel. Gabriel is injured, so if Gabriel doesn't come back, right, and we're gonna blend in Ben White, who's gonna be starting centre halves?
But that I'm trying to understand the mechanics in that statement, because Holding had more clean sheets than any other defender last season. And
Apollo.
Hold on, and we're not even.
I'm analyzing this game.
And
right?
we're not
I'm
even
analyzing
talking
this game,
about
or am I
Gabriel
analyzing
here.
this season, last season? Am I analyzing this game or last season?
Well, you just said that you can't believe we're going into the season with Holding and Mari as starters.
Yes, I can't believe we're doing that.
But why do you think that there's going to be Holding and Mari as our starters?
So here's the thing, Apollo. The way we're playing, for us to score more goals, we have to take more risks.
Yeah.
Right? We were third last year in defense, but we don't score 50-something goals. So unless you have better players and create on their own or link up better, and we have more ball possession, you got to take more. We're trying to press, right?
Yeah.
But when Nketiah press, that's a press. When the rest of them press up front, either it's Pepe or Smith Rowe or Abba, they're jogging towards the person with the ball, so they have time to play the ball. So they get. So what happens is, then if we press half-heartedly, there's space either behind those players or behind the defense, or the defense is up. Holding, look how far Holding got the field. He's in the person's almost
I'm
third.
glad you mentioned that, because me, Lewis, and Neomis we're actually talking about. It looks like Arteta's trying something new today, because I didn't see this all last season. So it's clear
But Holding has to be the last man in the press. He can't be the first.
Yes,
man
I
in the
agree.
press.
I agree. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Why is Arteta leaving the slowest defender as the last man standing? I remember Wenger used to do it with Bellerin, and anything that happened like that, Bellerin was there to recover before his injury. I think what they tried today didn't work. It didn't. That was just an abomination of what is the best defense in the league. So I don't think we'll see that in the season. I'd be surprised if I did.
I reckon we will.
I'm not sure what our manager is trying to do, because my disappointment is today. I would have hoped to see the Willock or Lakanga in the first team, or at least come in at the end of the first half to see how well they blend together, because El Nene is not the answer. Xhaka is not the answer. And that's very frustrating, because we know the middle of the park is where you win and lose games a lot of times, because you can progress the ball whether you're helping your defense, and we're not doing that really well.
I agree.
So it's very disappointing to see this. And look, Arteta better hope he gets it right, because to me, if by come turn of the year we're not making progress, he needs to go.
Wow, that's a strong statement. Lewis, what's your thoughts of the game today?
I agree a little bit there, because at the end of the day, Arteta's got to come in and he's got to do this job. And yes, we already know that a lot of these players are substandard, but when you've got a lot of substandard players in your team, you need to have buyers ready, available, and no one wants them. I mean, look at Bellerin today. Why are you making a pass to the inside of the field? Like, why didn't he just eat up a little bit of the space, go out to the wing where it's less danger? If you lose the ball there, you've got time to recover.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, you're taught that on the overlap in training. You're always taught to go to the outside, because if you go to the inside and lose it, you're on the back foot.
He's our most experienced right back, and he's playing like that. It's quite disheartening to see. We're meant to have the third best defense in the league, but we beat ourselves. We beat ourselves, right? I don't think Chelsea did anything to win the game. They weren't spectacular. We made errors going forward, and they just played two balls. Well, they played one ball, and that was it, right? Yeah. So, for me, during the first half, who was the leader of that team? Who was leading that team? Who was saying, "Do you know what, Holding? You don't need to push up here. Just sit back. You're a defender. Give the ball to your defensive midfielder and let the defensive midfielder create. You don't need to do that.
I agree. I would love to be in that dressing room to find out what was going on, because it was obviously by design, but it just didn't work. It was, I mean, how could you embarrass yourself any more than what they did today defensively? I don't know what that was all about. Neomis, any thoughts from you?
Before Neomis go, I want to say one thing, guys. So James Hanbury wrote this: goal scored 2-2, result 1-2, fair result and good chances 3-5, lots of good things to take away and plenty to work on. A useful preseason run out, bring on the first PL home game. Now, I know someone said in the chat that Bertram, what game are you watching? What game was James watching? 3-5 on chances? Really? I am confused. That's what I'm saying. We all vary in our perspective on things, and I'm confused.
But that's the wonderful thing about football, is that we can all see it from completely different angles and have a completely different outcome. Do you know what I mean? Football is just based on opinion. You know, you can take some of what he said, and I kind of get where he's coming from, but I also get where you're coming from in terms of, you know, we're not the chances. We're getting chances, but they're not clean, and that's what you're trying to allude to. They're not clean. Chelsea had clean chances, and they took them, and we gave them one of we gave them the second goal.
Yeah, I mean, my answer to that is, guys, look, I'm only going to say this once, guys. We shouldn't expect too much too soon. This team had major problems last year in attack and in the midfield. I wouldn't. Yes, they're trying to fix that, but I wouldn't expect too much changes too soon. That's a big issue that we've got: scoring goals, creating chances, and it's really down to the fact that our key players, from what I've seen, is Pepe, Smith Rowe, Thomas Partey's really come into his own. We haven't really had Saka on the team yet, but Aubameyang really concerns me. Lacazette doesn't even look. I mean, where was he today? Where was he last week as well? I'm not really sure what's going on with Lacazette. Are they selling him? Are they not selling him? Something's going on behind closed doors, and maybe I might try and get some latest info on that. But it doesn't look like what was happening at the back end of last year is going to fix itself in a hurry. I accept that, but I'm not definitely going to get disappointed about it. That is an issue with us. Yeah, that is a major Achilles heel with this team. If you guys think that that's going to be fixed overnight, then you're smoking something. Tony, what you smoking?
Overnight, Apollo, you've been saying that for a little while now. So you're gonna say that 3 years? You're gonna say that 3 years from now it'll be fixed overnight?
I'm not gonna say that 3 years
overnight.
I'm not gonna say that 3 years from now, because I expect incremental improvement. I don't expect improvement overnight. I want to see increment. This is what I've been talking to you, Bertram, about Saka. You keep talking about the goals he scored, and I'm saying to you, the guy is improving his game year on year, and he's put himself down as a leader of the team at 19 years old. So my expectations of Saka this year is that he continues to improve and develop as a young player. Not that he's scoring 20 goals a season, or that'll whether that will come or not depends on what type of player he turns into. We don't really know what type of player he's going to be.
Here's why I support Willock, because you know what? I want effectiveness. Yeah. I don't want just. So here's the thing I'm frustrated with. You either win matches by scoring goals, or doesn't allow the opponent to score on you, right?
Yeah.
And if you're in the midfield, Willock scored more goals than the entire midfield, and by born on some of your forward, and you're saying he's not good enough, then how do you judge good enough? I can keep the ball, but I can't put the ball in the net. Like, that's what I'm frustrated about.
I agree. Why are you even talking about Newcastle and him going on loan when the team is suffering in that position? I don't get it. Sorry, I gotta go and come back to Neomis because he didn't even finish saying what he wanted to say. Neomis,
Gents, I'm gonna have to run. It's been great.
All right, Tony. Nice seeing you, man.
Tonight.
All right, wicked. Nice one, man. Right. Yeah, Neomis.
For me, it's just more kind of final thoughts. Like, I think a lot of the errors that we saw today are from players that I don't think are going to start. Bellerin, like, I know you talk about us in the defense. Bellerin, for the most part, wasn't even part of that last season, and I'd be shocked to see him start as Arsenal starting right back. I think it's going to be Callum Chambers. That's going to be mainly that.
Yeah.
Rob Holding, I'm still quite unsure whether he's going to start. I think there's a good chance that he might, if Gabriel is injured, him and Ben White. But I don't have a problem with that. But my biggest issue is coming scoring goals and the creating of chances of scoring those goals. And right now, like Aubameyang is an issue. Like he hasn't looked really that great in preseason. And this is where I think like there are other forwards that have done better than him in this preseason. So what is Arteta going to do? Is he going to do it? Pick teams based on performance? Because if we're talking performance, so far I would say it's probably Nketiah that's probably the top striker right now in terms of the performance. Then Lacazette, who probably is a better fit, but wasn't that great today. So like, who do you choose? Because I think Arteta is going to stick. I think he's going to stick with the big names. I think he's going to continue with that field. He's going to continue with Aubameyang up front, and it's just going to be the same old. But I think that you have Willock there. Like, you don't have to let Willock go. You don't have to let Nketiah go. Like, we can play these guys. Like you know what I mean? They've come on. They've provided an impact. Like, this game should have ended 2-2 today. I agree with Bertram in that Chelsea did create a lot of chances. This game really should have probably been something like 6-3 in the end. But in terms of Arsenal and Arteta, there's enough there for Arsenal to put a team out with that sinks well and to be able to put out a good performance. And I mean, I'm not sure whether there's enough to get into top 4, but like at the very least, we can put out a good performance and better than today. So the ball is clearly in Arteta's hands right now, and it's just a matter of what team he picks out.
Greg G is saying Neomis always talks sense. That's why you should be subscribed to his YouTube channel. Neomis, quickly shout out your channel for those who are not subscribed to it.
Yeah, I'll shout out to my channel, AFC Neomis. I put out daily Arsenal content. I always just try to give my honest opinions on everything Arsenal. So do check it out. Excellent.
I've got to get ready because I think I'm further than you guys, so I'm going to leave.
We're meeting up in an hour and 15 minutes. So I just want to see if anybody wants to close it up before we shut the stream down.
No. It's going to be another long season.
I love Bertram's face, man.
I think it is, but I'm gonna take a leaf out. I'm gonna take a leaf out.
I'm not happy. Yeah, I'm very optimistic. I was very optimistic before this when we were trying to buy Ben White, pursue Locatelli, hear all these names, but until they materialize, we got to get them in. Don't wait until the season starts like Partey last year, and then they're rushing to get acclimated and it doesn't work. Get them in, get them blended, and let's go.
Can I just ask you to just take a screenshot of Bertram's face and just leave that there? And that will be the closing out of today's game because it's just been awesome. I gotta leave. I gotta love you and leave you guys.
All right,
you guys have fun. Have fun.
I'm taking a screenshot right now. I'm just taking
a screenshot. I'm smiling. I'm gonna make that smile. See, all teeth.
Excellent. All right, guys. Listen, I'll see you guys. Thanks for joining the stream, everybody. And again, remember the message today was that this is all for mental health, and we need to focus on that. If there's anybody we know, if we have family or friends that we feel that need help, always ask the questions. Always be there in a supportive nature. And listen, we got a long season ahead. Let's try and beat Spurs next week and cheer ourselves up. But more importantly, I'm going to take a leaf out of Bertram's book and wait till the transfer window opens before I judge this team on what they can do, because who knows might come in. That midfield needs hella help right now. That midfield needs surgery.
Major.
For real. All right, guys. I'll speak to you later, man. All the best. Peace out, man.